Hello, my wonderful people. Wanna know the tradition? Well, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. Today is Monday, and I know say Ekaro, Ekaso, Ekujo Metao. Hello, my wonderful people. Shunning protest, it is not Igbo's business whether Tinubu government does well or not. Uwazurike, this one no be that Uwazurike we wanna know that Uwazurike myself. This one another different Uwazurike. His name on Chief Goddy Uwazurike aka Ikenga, according to the information where they before us here. He don't come out to. I don't know where this man is coming from. They say he used to be the former president of an Igbo social cultural organization by name aka Ikenga, Chief Uwazurike. Anyway, this one is an interview. I supposed to give this news later before or sometime before, but due to some technical issues that made me to boycott the news. But now I have come back in a full force so that I can deliver this message, and we all are going to dissect it at the comment section. So let me know what you think concerning this message. But before then, like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to Okute Daily Talk for more interesting videos. You can as well meet us in other our social media handles. TikTok, Okute Daily Talk 2. Facebook, Okute Daily Talk 2. Also, Instagram, Okute Daily Talk 2. Also, on our WhatsApp channel, or call it our WhatsApp page, Okute Daily Talk 2. Oh yeah, let us go to the reason why we are here. There's no time to take time. Former president of an Igbo social cultural organization, aka Ikenga, Chief Goddy Uwazurike, in this interview says it has become an official policy to marginalize the Igbos in Nigeria. Tinubu simply followed what Muhammadu Buhari have done to the Igbos for his past 8 years. Okay, here are the questions that you need to answer. What was the reasoning behind the decision for Ndi Igbo not to participate in the End Bad Governance protest, despite the widespread discontent with the current state of governance in Nigeria? Well, let me give you a straightforward answer. Ndi Igbo are not really part of this government, and this neglect started from former President Muhammadu Buhari. And I remember saying that it does not matter where we are, but Ndi Igbo will progress more and more. And that has happened. When Tinubu came, he continued from the nepotism of Buhari. For example, in the latest appointment in the president just made, 7 crucial appointments, not a single person from the southeast or south made the list. So Igbo are feeling disenchanted and untouched by this government. And as far as they know, whether the government is doing well or not, it is not their business. To put it bluntly, it is a business of the Northwest and the Southwest. How many Igbos are in the Federal Executive Council? We have 5 ministers from the Southeast, but only 1 has a real ministry. The others are what I call attachments. The same applies to the president's advisors and so on. So isolating the Igbos from the government is a state policy. After all, they have a special advisor in charge of disinformation of Ndi Igbo in this country, which is by name Bayo Ononoga. He is there enjoying all the accoutrements of office. He was appointed for that purpose. Bayo Ononoga is there dishing out disinformation, dishing out misinformation, unchecked, and you want Igbo to come and stand and carry placards. It is not going to happen, according to Goddy Uwazurike. For what? For who? For a man who will never look in the direction of Ndi Igbo. So the Igbo have every right to be disenchanted. Nnamdi Kanu is there, and we have made requests to release him, but the answers have not been positive. I was part of a delegation that visited Buhari, and the man was shocked at the situation in Igbo. Under Tinubu, the situation has not improved. We have military or police checkpoints every 1/4 of a kilometer from Tuesday to Sunday. However, on Monday, when we have criminal parading everywhere, those security men are also withdrawn. We have more security agents than criminals, but the security men do not do anything. So let the Igbo feel abandoned. But we shall survive, no matter what they say or do. Again, those who argue that participating in the protest would have been an avenue to massacre innocent Igbo youths were right. You see, they tried to rope P2B into what he knows nothing about. The leaders of the protest were well known and were speaking on TV, so they were visible. No Igbo person was among them. Why then accusing the Igbo? So we know it was a trap to rope in P2B and the IPOBs. According to them, this one is another question on the line. How do you respond to the critics who argue that the decision not to participate in the protest was a missed opportunity for Ndi Igbo to join forces with other Nigerians to demand better governance and holding leaders accountable? Here is a response. Missed opportunity for what? For a system that is already skilled against Ndi Igbo. For an organized system designed to marginalize us. Those who voted for Tinubu, let them go ahead and enjoy the fruits of their victory. Remember that we had an election last year, and up till now, people are wondering whether those results reflected the actual voting. And when P2B and Atiku went to court, and INEC refused to release the results, what did the court do? Because P2B and Atiku paid for the certified true copy, but Obi never got his own up till today. When he complained to the Supreme Court that his right to receive the results had been breached, what did the Supreme Court do? They did nothing. In what way do you think Igbo can effectively advocate for their rights and interests within the Nigerian polity, if not through participating in nationwide protests like #End Bad Governance? According to him, here are the answers coming from Goddy Uwazurike. The position of Ndi Igbo is like a pregnancy. Why? You can hide pregnancy for the first 3 months, but if it must get to 9 months, then people will see it. We are officially marginalized when Zeke came out in 1979. It was because of it. When Alex Ekweme came out in 1998, it was the same thing. Now, when Obasanjo was in office, he knew the worth of Ndi Igbo or Igbo person, and he made sure he brought the best brains, because when discussing with an intelligent person, he is not going to start praising you. Psychophancy is unknown in Igbo land. So Yaradua and Jonathan also knew, and they continued, but as soon as Buhari came, it became an official policy to marginalize the Igbo race. Tinubu followed suit. Today, as it was under Buhari, there's no Igbo person in the kitchen cabinet of the president of this country. And you know, it is the kitchen cabinet that determines what happens. The discussion he holds with the kitchen cabinet are what he carries to his official cabinet. So when you want the best, you go for the best, according to Uwazurike. Let me put it bluntly. Ndi Igbo are very versatile in business, even beyond Nigeria, and we will continue to be. All we are asking is a level playing ground. Up till now, most people didn't know that Nnamdi Kanu's quest is the freedom to decide. Give us a level playing ground, and the agitation will stop. If they continue what they are doing, we will one day overcome it. Were there any specific concerns or fears that led to the decision not to participate in the protest? And how were these concerns addressed or mitigated? The answers as follows. Well, I don't think we ever met anywhere to make that decision. Personally, I was not part of any such meeting. 2 things happened. The politics of this country isolated Ndi Igbo. 2, few people understood the game at hand, which is to give Ndi Igbo a bad name and hang us. Yesterday, the deputy governor of Lagos was on Arise TV. They were asking him questions, expecting him to condemn the propagators of Igbo must go, but he did not. All he said was that the state government will decide on it. So in this country, we know we are a people who are always targeted for one thing or the other. The targeting has to stop, and we will make sure it stops. So looking forward, are there any plans or strategies in place for people to engage in collective action or activism on issues of governance, economy, or social justice? And if so, what forms might this take? Well, the engagement of other people is on, because nobody will be president of Nigeria in a free and fair election unless he is ready to engage others. Igbos have never cocooned themselves waiting for the presidency to be given to them. Never. I will not do that. There's nobody who is more nationalistic than the Igbo person. It is the Igbo man who goes to the north and west, settle down, builds, and invests in all the areas. In Igbo land, who from outside that are investing in Igbo land? Nobody is stopping them. Igbo have no such intention to stop anybody from investing in Igbo land. Igbos are people who accept others and are only asking for acceptance. But Nehikaba, we are not asking for favors. We are not asking for handouts. The average Igbo man is a hustler and hardworking. It is not in our culture or blood to be lazy. According to him, here are the questions from the interviewer. Are you worried about the Igbo Must Leave Lagos campaign, especially in view of the fact that those behind it haven't been brought to book? No, I am not worried, no shaking. Let me tell you why. The organizers of that campaign are not even Lagosians. That is what I will tell you. None of those organizers can point at their grandfather's grave in Lagos State. You cannot come from Ado Ekiti to Lagos and say Igbo must go. Why you cannot come from Ogun State or Kwara and say Igbo must go? Let me tell you one small secret. The Lagos community actually prefer more Igbo people to come and invest. I found out during my interaction with them. They said if you sell your land to one Igbo person, he will bring a second Igbo, and before you know it, the place become developed. So it is the Igbo man who developed all places all the time. So the indigents of Lagos have no qualms about accepting Igbo. The troublemakers are people who come from different states. So all they know is how to scatter. They don't know how to build. Let me tell you one secret again about the characteristics of Igbo man. He is a builder and not a destroyer. Today, the landscape of Lagos has changed. Let me just name some areas. If you come to Okota, there's a place called Agor. If you go there, there are so many estates. How did this estate come about? I will tell you. After the war, or we call it after the Civil War, if Igbo wanted to rent a house, they will say Igbo not wanted. They will write it boldly. House to let, room to let, Igbo not wanted. So most of the Igbo congregated around Ajegunle and Olodiapapa and started trading because government employment was out of the way for them. So what happens in the end? In the end, they were able to gather enough money and went to a place like Agor and build. So Emeka was building, Okechukwu joined him. Before he knew it, they had built an estate and they walled them. When they built a wall around the estate, they also took care of the roads and made sure that there was electricity. The only thing the government has to do is to wait for them to pay. So they earn revenue for the Lagos government and they are living a comfortable life. What about the enemies who said Igbo not wanted? They are the fathers and mothers of the present people who are campaigning Igbo must go. Indigents of Lagos have no problem with Igbo. They look forward to Igbo coming because the Igbo man is the person who modernizes a place, builds and contributes, and yet at the end of every year he must go home because he doesn't forget where he comes from. But he must also take care of where he lives. That is the psychology of an Igbo man. So these who are against the Igbo can go to wherever they care to go. So my people, now here we go take back break. And I go hear of us again when we come back. Do your one as I do my own. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Make una enjoy on a Monday. Bye for now.